Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine at home. Now, this is chapter 14, that is electric current and its effects. Electricity is one of the most useful forms of energy. It is used, as you know, to run various appliances such as television, music system, computer, refrigerator, and so many electrical appliances. Electrical energy can be transformed into several other forms of energy. As you can see in a light bulb, electrical energy is transformed into heat and light energy. In the same way, you are using fan at your home. In a fan, electrical energy is transformed into mechanical energy. In a television, this electrical energy is transformed into light and sound energy. So we can say it is a form of energy which can be converted into other forms of energy. Now firstly, you should know, as the name of the chapter is electric current, so you should know what is electric current. When there is a flow of electrical charge through a conductor, it is termed as electric current. Electrical charge flows through a circuit if there is a source of electric current, a conducting material, and an unbroken circuit. And the electrical charge refers to the negative charge or the electrons that flow through a conducting material such as a metal wire. As you know, charges are of two types, positive charge and negative charge, and electric current is due to flow of negative charge in the circuit, or we can say this is due to the flow of electrons in an electrical circuit. Now as in this diagram you can see there are conducting wires. In the same way, there is a safety pin used in the circuit which will act like a switch. In the same way, there is a key which is playing the role of conductor. There are two types of material, conductors and insulator. Conductors are those materials which can allow electric current to pass through them. Generally, all the metals are good conductors of electricity, and insulators are those materials which do not allow the electric current to pass through them, like in case of rubber, plastic, wood. All these are insulators of electricity. Now if we want to draw an electric circuit, then it becomes very difficult to draw a bulb, switch, or electric cell or battery. So generally we use certain symbols to represent these different electrical components which are used to make an electric circuit. Now firstly we will see the different symbols which are used for these electrical circuits. As you can see, this first one, whenever you have to draw a cell, sometime it becomes difficult to draw the cell. So in place of cell we can use this first symbol, or you can see in this table, this is a symbol of electric cell. An electric cell is represented by a set of two short vertical lines. One of them is slightly shorter and thicker than the other. So we can say the longer line represents positive terminal and the shorter thicker line represents the negative terminal of the cell. Now second one is electric bulb. An electric bulb, as you can see, is represented by a circle with a curved, or we can say M-shaped wire inside it. The curved wire represents the filament of the bulb. So we can say this internal curved wire is representing the filament which you can see in your electric bulb. The filament glows when an electric current passes through this closed circuit. Next, as you can see, switch in, off and on position. Each switch has 2 points. When the 2 points are not connected, the circuit remains open. This position of switch is commonly called as off position. But as you can see, when the 2 points in the switch are connected, the circuit gets closed. The position of switch is commonly called as on position. So we can say the two ends are connected together in case of on switch, and if any end is separated, it means it is off switch, and it off switch will not allow any current to pass through the circuit. Next is the symbol of battery. Generally use many types of batteries in your home. Firstly, you should know what is a battery, what is the basic difference between a cell and a battery. Battery is a combination of two or more cells. The cells can be connected in two ways. I will discuss next. So we can say battery is a combination of two or more cells. Next one is wire. If we want to represent the wire, we can draw a line. If we draw straight lines, it means these are representing the connecting wires. Generally connecting wires are made of copper, and these wires are used to connect various electrical components in any circuit. So by using these symbols, we can easily draw the electric circuit. Now here in this page is shown the combination of cells. Here you can also see in this page we can connect the cell in two different ways in arrangement 1. As you can see, in one of such combinations, the cells are placed one after the other, connecting negative terminal of one to the positive terminal of the other, and so on. This leaves one positive and one negative terminal free for connecting the battery to the other components and in an electric circuit. So in this way we can connect two or more cells to make a battery, but we should remember that negative terminal of first cell should be connected to the positive terminal, then negative terminal of second should be connected to the positive of terminal of third cell, and so on. In this way we can arrange the different cells. In second arrangement, as you can see in figure 14.3, in certain electrical appliances, the cells are placed side by side in a compartment, and the cells are connected to each other with the help of a metal strip or thick wire. Arrangement is same here, only the difference is cells are placed are connected to each other in such a way. Again they are connected positive to negative terminal through a thick wire. So here the cells are placed side by side. So in this way we can do two types of arrangement of cells, and we can use these simple signals to represent any electric circuit. Here now you can see in this page also there is shown the arrangement of cells. In first one the cells are arranged one after the other, and in second they are placed side by side. Now these are the circuit diagrams. As you can see, we must have observed electrical cables or wires going around your house. There are switches, tube lights, fans, and many electrical appliances connected through sockets and plugs in your homes. So firstly we should know what is an electric circuit. The continuous path of flow of electricity through various electrical components connected to a source of electricity is known as electric circuit, or in simple word we can say a complete path for the flow of current is called electric circuit. The electrical circuit consists generally a cell, a switch, and a bulb, and connecting wires. Now as you can see, electrical circuit can be of two types, as you can see in figure 14.8 and figure 14.9. Now what is the difference between these two circuits? Circuits are of two types: closed circuit and open circuit. Closed circuit is that type of circuit in which electric current flows from the positive terminal of a battery to the negative terminal through all the components in the circuit is called a closed circuit. So we can say here the switch is on and the circuit is complete and the current is flowing through the circuit. So it is called closed circuit. Second one, as you can see in diagram 14.9, this is the diagram of open circuit. The circuit in which electrical contact at any point in the circuit is broken or the switch is off, that type of circuit is called open circuit. And through this circuit, as the switch is off, as the circuit is broken, so no current flows through this open circuit. So on the basis of flow of current, whether the current is flowing or not, we can divide the electrical circuit into two types: closed circuit and open circuit. And in this way, by using the symbols of different electrical components, we can make the circuit diagram. As you can see in first diagram, there is shown bulb, switch in on position, and a cell. And when they are connected together through electrical wires, or we can say connecting wires, the bulb glows because the circuit is complete. The circuit is a closed one circuit. In second, if we want to make any circuit in which the switch is off, then we will make a circuit diagram like figure 14.9, in which the switch is off and no current is flowing through the circuit. And so in this way, there is not shown any glowing in case of bulb. So in this way, we can draw any type of circuit. Thank you. Have a nice day.